When I was a little girl, I was fantasy thrilled and truly believed that I was a mermaid. This ended up being a calling of a lifetime. When I was a child, it was almost impossible to get me out of the water. This still holds true today. As I grew up, I developed an everlasting bond with the ocean and every creature in it. But it was not until college that my ambitious mind was able to develop a film that encapsulates my concerns for my beloved ocean. As a diver, more and more often, I come across the reality of the conditions which our oceans are in, and more, I become obsessed with the challenge of saving it. As I would swim past bleached coral reefs, I would notice that tucked away between the swirling pockets were bottle caps, strings, and plastics. My heart would sink deep into my body, and the pressure in my air tank would sink as well. Jacques Cousteau once said, "Water and air, the two essential fluids on which all life depends, have become global garbage cans."
So we just cleaned the beach, right? But look, every wave is bringing millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands, I don't know the number. Every single wave. Most of them are white, you cannot see them. But look at the size of these things. They're as big as the sand.
There is a growing concern about the threat of microplastics, from the exfoliation beads in our face scrubs to fibers from our laundry. These tiny plastic particles are now known to be ingested by animals throughout the marine food chain, carrying with them a number of pollutants.
Plastic itself has up to 1,000 times a higher concentration of contaminants on its surface than the surrounding seawater from which it came. And when the animal, whether it's a turtle or a seabird, takes that into their body, those contaminants leach out into the bloodstream and is incorporated into the tissues.
It's estimated fish in the North Pacific now consume up to 24,000 tonnes of plastic a year. As one predator eats another, contaminants biomagnify. This means the most vulnerable animal to the effects of toxic plastic contamination is the one at the very top of the food chain, us.
If you eat seafood in any fashion whatsoever, the plastic pollution and corresponding contaminant problem has relevance to you.
This is a dead flesh-footed shearwater.
Funky.
What you're about to see may make you feel sick to the stomach. But if you care about your own health and you like the odd bit of seafood, this is essential viewing.
Look at that. It's not one that is.
Oh, you're kidding.
I am not.
175 pieces of plastic, including bottle tops, balloon ties, and a doll's arm.
Hawaii is situated in the path of the North Pacific Gyre, a swirling ocean current that circles the Pacific between North America and Japan. The majority of the trash that washes up on Kamilo Beach, as high as 90%, is plastic. There's a lot of industrial plastic waste, including fishnets, ropes, buoys, and cages. This type of trash is particularly dangerous because it can mangle, trap, or choke wildlife, both in the water and on shore. Every year, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, sends out divers to disentangle all this debris from the delicate coral reefs around Hawaii, but it continues to pile up.
And the vast majority of that, of course, is single-use plastics, the stuff that floats. This one in Kure, last island on the Hawaiian chain, 1,200 miles from anywhere, where we see 16 pieces of plastic in the chick's stomach. We're losing about 1 million or so apex predators every year just to plastics. And that's just the apex predators. There are hundreds of millions of lower order animals, I'm sure, that are suffering the same fate.
The sea, the great unifier, is man's only hope. Now, as never before, the old phrase has literal meaning. We are all in the same boat.